Hi folks, back for round two, and we're going to winter. We'll end on a high. We'll go for the summer as being the highlight at the end. Right, I've got some Galleria heavy carvable modelling paste. I'm going to add this in basically all over it, and it will be more dimensional at the front. The back will be more just paint. So I'm just going on with a loose brush because I don't want to use a good brush for it, and we're just brushing it on up the back because I don't want to have the outside of the box with any white. I want to keep the white inside the box. If I touch out, it's fine. I can go with a wee bit of black paint. That's not a problem. But it's my aim not to. And I'll obviously, if you want, feel free to speed this up. I did mention in a previous video about process videos and using sound, just musical background, and it wasn't really wanted. So I'll keep my own dulcet tones in it just now. But feel free to skip past on fast play because there's obviously not much technique involved in painting on a bit of modelling paste. The only thing I'll say is make sure you wash your brush out well after you use that, unless it's a rubbish brush and it's on its last legs, which is absolutely fine. It's only to put it on. And I'm kind of stippling it on. If I need to, I can go back over this with white paint to give it more colour, but it's just this is thicker and it'll get rid of the black a lot easier. So I'm hoping that this works and I don't need to do too much more to it after it. Oh. So what have I been up to? I've got peace today, Ian's working, so I can make videos without having my performing monkey visiting me. Honestly, I think he waits till I put the camera on to walk up the stairs. He hears me talking and then appears. Drives me nuts. Love him loads, but he drives me nuts. What would we do with them or without them? And this week we have our Mel's birthday today, and as per usual I am late with Mel's card. I did post K's in time. I posted a wee thank you to Mrs. Doodle, posted a wee belated birthday to her Gemma, and Jaden, I'm filming baby, what's up? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay. Right. Go and play quietly. You can't get any more medicine than now, baby.
Maybe before lunch.
You'll get more before lunch.
And then before bedtime.
You'll get one at lunchtime.
Right.
You'll get one at dinner time.
Right.
And then you'll get another one at bedtime. You get it 4 times a day. Okay?
I thought you get 3 times a day.
No, 4 times for that one.
Okay.
Okay.
On your medicine. If I see one, which are the painkillers?
Paracetamol is the painkiller, that one.
Oh, is that colored one? See the paracetamol for tablets?
It's the same stuff, it's just a liquid.
What's a liquid?
You put it in liquid for children so it's easier to take.
Oh, I take it without liquid.
You can take it both ways, but that's the easiest way for you to do it.
Right. Oh, that's just for me. What about John? Is it for John to me as well?
Not really, but Jordan doesn't live here now, darling.
He's under 16.
No, your big girl's over 16 now.
No, he's 16. Who said he's over?
Well, he is. He's 16 in a month. So he's over 16 years old now.
Oh, so he's nearly 17.
He's got a wee while to go yet, but yeah. I'm just tilting this up a wee bit so I can see here. So I can get this side done. And I have touched a few wee bits, which is fine.
Wait, so for him?
Right, Jaden, going down the stair while I'm filming, please, darling.
Yeah.
Just lie on the couch and play your PlayStation.
Yeah.
Doesn't make the best patient, Jaden. He's absolutely fine. He's got his PlayStation on. He's playing Jordan's GTA, unfortunately. But it's one of the ones that's not got too much. It's got quite a bit of swearing in it, which I'm not pleased about, but as Ian said, Jaden knows right from wrong. He knows that swearing's wrong, and it's only a video game, so, and he hears swearing everywhere outside now, so it's a case of he's allowed to watch it but not do it type of thing. Right, so I'm layering this on a lot thicker now, down the bottom, because obviously this is going to be my dimension ones, and I'm just kind of giving it a bit of texture as well by kind of running the brush over parts to make it look like footpaths or I don't know. I don't know. And I'm going to help this along a good bit with my heat tool, because otherwise it would take hours and hours and hours, because there's a good depth of it there. I'm just going to touch up here a wee bit because there's some black showing through a bit. And up on the sky, even though it's white just now, I'm going to add some blue inks and stuff to it to make it look like a sky. It's not going to stay white. Because even in winter we do get blue skies. Not very often, but we do. And you need some contrast against the white. You can't have it all white. It just looks too much. Right, so I think that's enough texture in it now. I can go back over it if I have to. And I'm just cleaning my brush off really well because I don't want to waste any of it. It's expensive stuff. And then I'm putting it straight in water. And I will get that cleaned out once I'm done. So now to try and help this along a wee bit. What is it, Jaden? Well, Jaden, that's enough. I don't want to know.
I never knew there were in a blue and white packet.
Okay. It's fine. Right, I'm going to spray on a wee bit of water here. And I'm just shading the other side because I don't want it to soak the other side. Right, and then we just put a wee bit on the end of my palette knife here and just put a little stirring up there. Right, and then see what this comes out like. Just give me a wee minute, Jaden, please, and film. Did Jordan not do it for you? Go and ask Jordan to do it for you. Jaden, he's downstairs, ask him quietly. And just have one, please, I don't want you being sick again. Just a minute to check that. Kind of sitting on top, it's not. Melting. And try again. Started to bubble a wee bit there, but that's fine. Yeah, it has started to melt. Don't know if you'll see it, but it is a lovely, lovely shade of blue. Right, so I'm going to put that away now, and I'm going to try and sort the sky out. So I've got, whoops, I have got some distress inks here I'm going to use. So I have got Broken China. Come on, behave. Take you out first, I think. I'm blooming out. Drives me nuts. Oh, typical. Blooming typical. I made a bundle yesterday of prompt cards for my crafting, and they've just fell in my water bucket. Honestly, I couldn't have done it if I've tried. There's somebody up there to get me today, without a doubt. Right, so I'm going to put some tumbled glass on first, and I'm just going to use one of my stipple brushes. And again, as long as you clean them out properly, they're fine. I think it's brown on it at some point. Never mind. So just brushing it on, just going for the edge of the pad, and then I'm just going to and there is a bit of that going on there. It's actually probably that light. I could probably use a tag, but I don't want it overly light. I do want to keep some white in it. Right, so that was tumbled glass. And now I've got broken china, which is a wee touch darker. And I'm just going into the corners with that. And I can add a bit of water to make the colours blend a wee bit. I'm just going to go up the side of the wall slightly as well with this. Right. I don't know whether to add some of this. Salty Ocean, it's a really vibrant blue. I think I'll add a wee bit of that in, just to darken it at places. Right, so stick that in my pot to get all the ink off. And then just give it a wee wipe over with a baby wipe just to take some of the moisture off it. Says I love that stipple brush. That's it. You wouldn't even know there had been blue on it. Great. Right, so now to add just a wee bit of water to it and see if we can blend them a wee bit more. So I'm going to spritz it with water. I don't want lots on it. Where did I put my water now? Told you, house that Jack built. So I've got quite a big brush here. This is one I use for my gesso, but it'll blend it really well because I don't want it to be too blended. So that bit there is a bit dark for me. So I'm just going to blend it out a lot more. There we go, that's better. You can I think that looks fine. My water. I don't know whether I'm going to add a wee bit of shadow up here where the snow's kind of hitting. Let's see what I've got here. I don't want black because that would be too dark. Just a concord note. This one's too bright. The gold twig isn't right. I need a bigger craft table. I want a crap keeping it. I can go there a minute. Storm sky, no. Sky, no. Probably the one on the bottom of the other side. I think I'll go with chipped sapphire. That is quite dark, but if I put it on with a small brush, I might be able to work it better. I was just going through the blues I had there, and I think that's the one that's going to work best, because I don't want it dark. Right, so chipped sapphire. And I'll just use a wee angled brush and just take it from the side. You can use these as water paints as well, so they're not going to be any damage done. But all I'm going to do is just touch along there ever so slightly, and then I'll spritz it with water which will dilute it and blend it out a wee bit so it won't look so harsh. I just want where the sky's kind of touching the snow to look like that. Right, so give it a wee spritz. Cover up my ink pad first so it won't get wet. And you'll see what I mean by it kind of dispersing slightly. And what I'm going to do now, put that into there and get the ink off, is I'm going to take my other brush, which is a softer, and just gently dab along just to soften it even more. Yep. Said I don't want it to be prominent, but at the same time I do want it there. Perfect. I'm just going to add another wee tiny touch of blue there, because that's just merged out too much. And same up there, tiny wee touch just to. So if you see it like that, it kind of gives it depth. And I'm not worried about the rest of it running there. That's absolutely fine. Just dab that where it's meant to go. And I'll dry that off. Right. Oh, I'll keep going again. Put it up there. Leave that blue there. It's fine. That's still really soft under it, but I can colour on top of that as long as I'm not too heavy handed. That'll colour really nicely actually. And I'll be able to add a bit of texture in it as well if I want. So what I think I'm going to do is maybe add a wee path in with some of the pumice stone. Maybe. Do I want to use that? I think I will. I think that's the one that's going to be the better. That's a kind of grey colour. In fact, I've got ice spruce. That'll be nicer, I think. Because that's a silvery grey rather than just a grey. Yeah. We'll use that one. Right, so for that, really thin brush. And I'm just going along the sides with it to get some colour on it. And we're just going to go from maybe here. And I'll just widen that slightly at the bottom here. And bring it into an arrow as we're getting further away. And I'll just colour over that a wee bit. As I said, I don't want it to be the focus of it because I'm going to put my butterfly in, but I do want it there. I'm going to just bring that up on this part at the front. And you're kind of looking at that upside down, but when it goes round like that, you see what I mean, it's kind of an over. And I want it to kind of come up this way a wee bit. Right, so another wee spritz just to blend that a wee tiny bit. So we're just softening that right up at the top because we barely want them to see that at the top. Down the bottom we obviously want it a bit more prominent, and then we're fading out as we go further up. That way. Right, now what they want. So we need an interpretation of trees, and I can't think what I've got. So, oh, crazy, maybe put like that in it. So, order here. Right, I think I'm going to add a wee bit of glitter first. That do I just want to add big, and then I can maybe put snowflakes or something in the back. Let's see. Icicle. Now this is Icicle Stickles, and it is gorgeous. Quite a thick coarse stickles, but it works perfectly for this type of thing. So I'm putting quite a bit of this down. Don't freak out, because I will brush it in a bit. I'm getting to the end of my bottle, so I'm going to shake it out a bit. You won't be able to see anything now, I don't think, but that's fine. And I've got a wee bit of water on this, just so that I can move it better. And again, on the sky, I will add some of this snow or icicle stickle to make it look like snow, but I will only be adding it a spot at a time, so that it looks as though the snow's falling rather than being part of the sky. I don't want the two to merge. A wee bit of water there, I think, because it's not moving about enough. Sorry if my head's in the road, people. I'm not sure what you're seeing there. Right. I'm just going to tilt this up a wee bit just so I can see the sides that I'm doing. Again, just getting a wee bit of water just to make it move a bit easier. There doesn't need to be any great mystery to the snow, just put it on. Get a wee ridge there. Well, I did have it, so we now just squash it in. Jaden, I'm still filming, what's up? Thank you.
No, just was wondering where it was, so I found it and banged it up.
Thank you, Jaden.
I love you.
I love you more.
I love you more.
No, I love you more.
No, I love you more.
No, not possible. Right, so I'm going to add another wee bit just for the walls. You will see that glossing up now. And what I'm going to do is just add my bits for the snow, and it will just be wee dots. It won't be heavily glittered up. On that, just to see what I'm doing in the snow. I don't want too much on it. That's why I'm turning it so I can see in the light what I've got on. Yeah, that's enough snow on the background so this stuff can go on the wall then. And again, another wee bit for the wall down this side. That should be right down there. Let me check. Perfect there. Yep, I really like that. There's a few wee ribbies that I just need to add a wee bit extra to. But on the whole, I'm really happy with how it's coming together. And you'll see the sparkle. I'll put the wee light on, just spilling out, I'll let you see. And you'll see it sparkling. In the sky there is just wee dots, as you'll see when I put the light up on that. That's too bright. You'll see it there, it's just those wee spots are over the sky and the icicles is just everywhere in the snow. So it's super sparkly snow. It's gorgeous. Right, so turn that light out. And as you'll see my wee butterflies moving about my little one. Right, so now what are we doing for the butterfly? Do I add a big one or do I find a wee one? I've got two smaller ones here. I think I'll use this one. Yeah. Right, so I'm going to move this out the way just now because I'm going to emboss this and then add it on. Right, so that's that paper. Language instructions and things. Don't know what type of Dutch and Austrian, Czechoslovakian, all sorts of instructions on this one. So I'll just open that up, take a wee bit off, and Bob's your auntie. Right, so we're looking for embossing. There we go. Put here. And I'm just going to put loads on. So, and that doesn't matter. Cleans up, and that ink pad is 90% glycerin now. Anyway, there's not much of the original embossing powder in it. So, dry bit of scrap paper, and I think I'm going to use this because this is quite lapis pero luster. In fact, I need to shake it first because all the luster goes to the bottom if you don't. It is absolutely stunning. I think it'll just set this off right. Right. So, put a good dollop on. Might need two coats of it though, because it's quite dark. That's fine, don't mind that. A pair of tweezers, because I'm not going to burn my fingers this time. Right. I'm going to shift this out the road so I don't spill it. No, it wasn't that. Right, I'll put that over there now. And just keep my heat going in the other direction. Right. Should have done this anyway. Yep, definitely needs two photos. It's almost see-through. Although it is really, really sparkly. So what I'm going to do is just lift it and dump it. And give it another blast. And it's actually coming out a silvery colour, a silvery green. So that's absolutely fine, that's wintry enough for me. So I'm going to just do that. Come out, you silly pair of tweezers that you are. And I'll just show you that close up because it is pretty. You see it? And it's really pearly. So I'm happy enough with that. I don't think maybe actually. I think I will do another couple of layers. Not for any other reason than I want the sides covered as well. Because it's going to be dimensional. So here goes again. I'll just heat it up before I stick it back in. And I'm doing the bottom part mostly now. I'm just going to grab the top part and turn that into it. This is back actually, so I'm kind of spreading round onto both sides. And what I'm doing is just dipping it back in the embossing powder. Because the other embossing powder is still warm, it sticks to it with glue. I'm nearly there with this side. Just this wee bottom corner that I need to try and fix. It's all going to stick to the side yet. That's it, this tiny thing. One more reheat up after this and that's that corner done. There you go. And it's done at the sides too. Beautiful. I'm just wearing my tweezers have been. I need to unstick them. Come on. Good. Come on. Welded into it. What I'll do is just heat them up and then go over them with a wee cloth, and that takes all the embossing powder off of them as well. Wee wet cloth, wipe and wipe. That's off. Right, back in the tub with this stuff. And as I said, this lasts for ages and ages. I mean, I bought these probably about 2 years ago now. I mean, you'll be able to see even on that, the luster that's on it. I'll show you this on the light. Look, the luster on that. And that's just by having the embossing powder on it. Fabulous stuff. Hell of a mess if you get it on the floor or anything, because it's a nightmare to come off, but it's beautiful on projects. Right, so to deal with that, I'm going to try and find silver or blue wire. So just excuse me a minute to have a wee look in my drawer. Yes, I've got a nice blue one. Oops, and there we go. Thank you. Right, so this is blue, and I don't even think I've used this yet. The lovely pale blue. Turn that light off, or these will be gone mental. Right, so scissors. And I'm going to do this quite a tight curl. So a thin brush there. Really wipe on there. And then just using the end of the brush, just twirl that part round, put your finger on and just keep wrapping. When you get so far, you can push down, keep going. Push down and keep going. My hands are getting a bit sore down there. Joys of bloody arthritis. Right, and to get it off, just twist it, and it does come off fairly easily. This part here that I've left straight, that's going to be to put on the back of my butterfly. And as I said before, I'm not fussed that this isn't perfect on the back.